And now Julie Dimaiwat is back with us with her money-saving tips and hints. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Cynthia.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
What have you got for us today?
Today I just really wanted to talk about getting the most bang for your buck at a dollar store. Because, in my opinion, I think there's really certain things that you should buy at a dollar store and you shouldn't buy at a dollar store.
Well, what are they?
Well, some of the things that I think are wonderful at a dollar store, I have to start off with cleaning supplies. You can go into your local supermarket or anything like that, and cleaning supplies can cost $6, $7 for a bottle. Cleaning supplies at a dollar store is $1. And if you think about it, you're washing something and it's going down the drain. So you might as well only pay $1 for it, and it works just as well.
It works just as well as
Absolutely. To my experience, I feel so.
Now, is this all sorts of cleaning supplies?
Absolutely. Anything from like
window cleaner,
yes.
Detergent, sink scrubber,
yes,
laundry soap.
I've never tried the laundry soap, to be honest with you, because I have a very sensitive skin, and so do my children. But everything like cleaning, such as like a Mr. Clean type of cleaner, toilet cleaner, glass cleaner, like you said, things along those lines, I think are great.
Do you get the national brands there, or is it an off-brand?
A little bit of both, depending on what they get in. I don't know how often you shop at dollar stores. Sometimes they get in.
Don't.
Sometimes they get in the name brand. Sometimes they get an off-brand that you never heard of, but they work great.
But they work as well as.
I think so.
I know. I find that the Publix brand glass cleaner doesn't work as well as Windex, and you know, usually right. My father educated me to like house brands, but Publix glass cleaner is not as good as Windex.
Some of the things that I think are great at dollar stores are dining ware, such as, like, let's just say you want to have a dinner party and you don't want to take out the glasses that were your grandmother's because you don't want them to break. Believe it or not, at dollar stores, they have $1 wine glasses, champagne flutes, and it really doesn't look that bad. I mean, I think it looks nicer than getting plastic, say, a champagne flute or something like that. And you can have a dinner party and not worry because they cost $1 a piece. So say you have 20 people over, spend $20, get 20 wine glasses. I mean, I just think it's a really great thing to do. And then along the lines of parties, they have everything party supply-wise, as far as paper plates, streamers for your children's parties, the napkins, the matching cups, and they have the really great, the 16-ounce cups, which I think are great for parties, so you can pour a lot of soda in there. And speaking of soda, they even have 3-liter bottles of soda there.
Name brands, or?
It's not a name brand, but it happens to be a brand. When my husband was in the military, they had this brand. It's called Star Soda, something like that, and they had it on military bases, and it's not bad. I don't think it's bad at all, and for a party, quite frankly, I think it's just fine, especially a children's party. And they even have, for children's birthday parties, the Mylar balloons are only $1. If you go into Publix or you go into Walgreens and you get a Mylar balloon with helium in it, it's $3, $4. There, it's $1. It's still only $1. But I mean, overall, I love dollar stores, and I maybe it sounds a little silly to talk about it, but I think they're great. And
saving money is never silly, sweetie.
Wow, that's true. That's why I'm here.
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you're here, and I'm sure our viewers are glad you're here too.
Thank you.
And we look forward to having you back next week, as always.
Thank you, Cynthia.
You're welcome, Julie Dimaiwat.
Well, in the situation that my family had, my kids, their dad passed away, and what we did right away was go to grief counseling. And what they did with us was basically went one-on-one with the children, discussed all the good memories of Dad, what we did, I think what was very healthy for the children, is they filled a helium balloon, and the children wrote a message to their dad on the balloon, and they went outside and released the balloon up to the sky with them. And they were very young at the time, so they would believe that dad got their message. So that seemed to help a little bit as well. So every little avenue that we took as far as counseling definitely helped.
Yeah, I think for me, what did help and I continually get those questions today, is letting them talk about their feelings, explaining to them, even though it's not the ideal situation for us, but that how lucky they are to have two homes and two families that love them, and constantly talking about their feelings to validate that it's okay to feel like this is not normal, but this has become the norm. And that has seemed to give them a little bit of power in a powerless kind of situation for them.
I think that when you explain to them that their family is the most important thing to them, and without their family they wouldn't be here. I think if you just try to plan different events with the family, or maybe even close friends that are going through the same trauma, whether it be death or divorce, where you just try to keep their mind occupied, do fun things, like even things that don't cost a lot of money. You could do the Disney thing, or you could do like Butterfly World or something close and local. I think just keeping their mind occupied and trying to be with people that are going through the same thing in their life, whether they be a different age or the same age. I think it's just important to let them know that you're doing the best for them at this point in their life.
Right. Also, we stayed in contact with their dad's family. Actually, they got even closer. And, even though they live across the ocean, they got to speak with them via webcam and write to them and shared stories and pictures, and we posted pictures of Dad, and they got to see pictures they never saw of Dad when he was young, and just basically we shared stories, fun times we had together, and watched videos of ourselves having fun together. Of course, we allowed ourselves to feel sad, and we embraced that as well, because it is part of the steps you have to take as far as grief is concerned. But it really helped a lot, just going over stories and laughing and enjoying the moments that we had together. So it keeps his memory alive all the time. And to this day, 3 years later, we still talk about Dad and all the funny times we had and all the funny things that Dad used to do. So that was very helpful and therapeutic for the children as well.
All that open communication.
Absolutely, absolutely.